Hi there. I have Asha, aka Sarah, with me, and this is Mark, aka Mukunda, or Mukunda, aka Mark. Yes. She was with me, it's like probably June?
Yeah.
So it's been a few months. And I get to welcome her back as she's returning from a little trip from the East.
Yes.
So I said, hey, let's do a reading. She's like, okay.
Okay.
So we have The Golden Present, Daily Inspirational Readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda. And we're reading the reading for October 16th. And the topic is, There is Nothing Terrible in This Life. You need good light to make a movie, is it not so? And then you need good darkness in which to show it. Isn't it funny? The cameraman says, oh, there's not enough light. We can't take the picture. But when they want to show the film, they turn off all the lights. So what is important for a movie? Both. Light to take it, darkness to show it. The minute you learn to respect and see both sides of a coin as equally good, you can enjoy both. You never hate anything. It is only a matter of your understanding and acceptance. Then you enjoy everything in life. Everything. There is nothing that is terrible, bad, or negative in this life.
Let us have that light of understanding. Accept things as they are, people as they are. Don't demand anything. Don't put conditions. Only when you do this does it prove that you love me. Rise above all this. Our attitude, our approach, our love should be unconditional. Simply accept people for what they are as they are. Learn to love everyone, and everyone will love you, no doubt. Then life is worth living. The world becomes a heaven on earth for you. Oh.
Yeah, this is one of those readings that it sounds like a tall order in a way. But yeah. I love that first analogy.
I do too, and I love the idea that you need negative, and I mean, if you think of photography, you need negative light, negative space to have the positive, and you can switch it around.
That's true in pictures. Yeah, that's a good analogy too. Yeah, somewhere along the way we judged it as one is good and one is bad, and I think that's where we can get really caught up because we have that judging, critical mind that at some stage in our life or another decided that this is good and this is bad. And it does seem like there's some things that we would generally call good and bad, when certainly natural disasters and when people lose precious things and lives. It says how, it's hard to see that as seeing as anything positive there or benefit, but the goal of this isn't to try to make everything all positive and happy. It's to recognize that things have importance in both.
Or not importance. And things are just as they are. And it's our response to those things that will decide whether we're going to stay at peace or not. And even if our response is one that doesn't bring us peace, that's also okay because that's also as it is, and a lesson to be learned from that as well.
That sounds, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just find it really interesting when it talks about simply accept people for what they are as they are. Because I think about that often is, right, when someone says something road rage is a huge example, or if someone says something that I don't like, or it's just that thing of, well, you know what, they're just doing their job. Whatever it is they say, whatever it is they do, that's just their journey.
But what if what they're doing is affecting you? Like you see things on television, you see someone, cause harm somewhere, and how do we, it's hard to just let that be, oh, they're just doing,
Yeah, well, and I think when it comes from a place of vulnerability as opposed to that violent reaction, then that can have a positive effect on change. But I think so much that we're seeing now is that emotional, reactionary. It's a tough one.
Well, and it's hard, when we're in the midst of something that feels awful, it's hard to see that there is anything useful in it, so we tend to judge it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in a way it makes us feel better to have a way to call it something bad, because it's just our nature. But I think why we need these spiritual lessons is to remember that this too shall pass, and there's some reason for it, else it wouldn't be happening. And maybe the reason is for us to stand up and speak out and to learn how to be more activated in that way in our life. Maybe it's to let something run its course, and it will fail. If it's the truth, I really do believe the truth prevails.
Mm-hmm.
The light will shine. After the movie ends, we turn the light switch back on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there, but how do we maintain through that if it's a bad movie?
Well, and I think that's perhaps why we have friends and family and other people around us, because and other support systems.
And integral yoga.
Yes.
Which is where we are.
Because there are many times when I'm in a place of frustration or judgment, and somebody else can level it or explain
Mm-hmm.
to me and help me come back down and become even again. Or I might see someone in that state and I can help them, and that's where those support systems and these teachings become important. But I think you bring up a good point. It doesn't, mean stand by and do nothing. And it doesn't mean also that feelings that we don't really feel things. And
we're sensitive beings,
right,
after all, and that's part of our gift of being here. But I think it's also to awaken to our best potential and not just drown in our senses.
Yeah.
Because that's, I don't know, but I'm not judging that either.
Or whatever place you are in of judgment is just watching that judgment.
Yeah.
And accepting that as being okay, too.
But I love your point about friends, community, because if you are, friends will kind of check in with you. Like, hey, do you feel like staying at home on that couch another day is the right thing for you?
Yeah.
You got to reach out to connect with people. Well, thanks for reaching out and connecting with me on The Golden Present. And for all of you that watch this, I really am grateful, including your faraway friend in Massachusetts that we learned.
That's right, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Nice to meet you.
Beauty salon.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all. And thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. See you next time. Bye.